Today, we're going to be talking about the cost of living in Medellin, Colombia in 2024, how things have changed drastically, how to save some cash. We're going to break it down into sections. First, of course, the rent. Rent's going up. Woo, so high. Second, we're going to be talking about entertainment, and I'm not going to include women in entertainment. Women, I'm going to save for last. Or should I say spouse, in case you're gay or whatever. Hey, whatever floats your boat, brother. Whatever floats your boat. Then we're going to talk about groceries and how to save some money on that too. So stay tuned. It's going to be a great video for the cost of living in Medellin, Colombia in 2024. Let's get this party started. Okay, so first of all, we have to break it down into a couple of different areas. The most popular area is going to be El Poblado. Second is going to be Lorelas. Third is going to be Envigado. And then if you really like getting out into we may touch a little bit about Sabaneta, which I used to live in all these areas. And so we're going to talk about each one and the price differences. So let's start off with the old El Poblado. Let's get it going. So number one, why is El Poblado the most expensive one? Well, most likely it's because we have a lot of restaurants. We have a lot of entertainment. It's close to parquilleras. It's very secure compared to every other area. This is the most secure, which they call, I don't know, Section 6 or whatever they call these different types of levels of security. It comes down to really how many police officers are in that area are patrolling. So the more secure the most secure is El Poblado. Then second is going to be Lorelas. But let's stick on El Poblado. Look how beautiful this is. Wow. Okay, so why is El Poblado so expensive? Secondly, it's close to parquilleras and close to everything. So if time is money, remember you have opportunity costs because you could be doing something else. Secondly, security costs. When you're out walking or taking a taxi in Lorelas or Bejo, I hope not Bejo. We're going to talk about that one's super dangerous because that's where the traffickers, the cartel tries to fight for the passageway into Medellin. And so, yeah, anyways, it's a whole nother subject. But yeah, that's why Poblado is so expensive because it's so close to everything. It's westernized. You have a lot of restaurants. You're going to have a lot of foreigners there. And so how much does it actually cost? Let's start off with the rent, okay? We're going to break it down from short term and long term. Okay, so short term, welcome to my office. Okay, so, all right, the rent in El Poblado. Okay, in El Poblado is the most expensive area, as we already talked about. So if you're just traveling alone, each bedroom in El Poblado, should I say your own apartment, not shared, it's going to cost you about $1,000, in $800 to $1,000 per bedroom. Now, I'm not saying that you sharing that property. I'm just telling you, if you had a one bedroom, you could probably get away with $1,000 if you look around in El Poblado. Now, this is going to be for short-term rentals. Okay, what is a short-term rental? Short-term rental is going to be like something that you find off of Airbnb or Booking.com, something like that. Now, there's the advantages behind this. Of course, you don't have to buy any furniture. You don't need a co-signer, what they call like a fiador or something. It's basically a co-signer, somebody with a cedula or a citizen with some credit. You don't have to pay the whole year up front. And sometimes the people ask from a foreigner to pay the whole year or the whole contract up in front, which is like super dangerous in my opinion as a real estate broker, because some other things I'll tell you at the end of this video. You don't have to pay for any electricity. And trust me, third, you can't get the internet connected without having a cedula. So you have to, even me with the cedula, I have an ID, but I don't have any credit registered in the system last year anyways. Even after being here so many years that they wouldn't allow me to connect with Tigo, which is the internet provider. So I had to pay some other person to sign it under her name. And then I have to give her some cash. So it wasn't a big deal, but it's just the fact that little things like that can give you, that's just painting the full picture for you about what's happening when you get a long-term rental, you know, what to look forward to. All right, so that's the advantages of having a short-term rental. Now let's talk about the disadvantages of having a short-term rental in Medellin, Colombia, or Colombia. So the disadvantages, of course, is going to be super expensive if you have a short-term rental in Medellin, Colombia. For instance, you can get a 1-bedroom, unfurnished, and not even a refrigerator, no washer and dryer, no furniture, just 4 walls or whatever, X amount of walls. And that's it. For about, in El Poblado for like $500 a month. But you have to furnish it. There's no TVs, no refrigerator, no washer, dryer, nothing. You just get it. But the good thing is you could find this stuff on like Facebook Marketplace used. So like you can get a couch and all this stuff, furnish the whole entire apartment, which I've done many times for Airbnb for like $2,000. Refrigerator, washer, dryer, sofas, TVs, every single thing. Maybe $2,500 now, a little bit higher. Now you're saying, well, 12 months, you got a 1 year. Let's say you're going to be there for 1 year. And $2,500. So you're saying I would save myself about $500 or $600 a month with a long-term rental. So let's just say 500 times 12 is $6,000 minus your cost of $2,500 for the furniture. You're still winning by $3,000. But let's just say, let's do another example. You're only coming here for 6 months. Well, then you're saying, okay, well then I'll do 500 for rent because it's a long-term rental times 6 plus a 25. Oh man, then I got to sell, then I got to buy all this shit, headache. It's not worth it. It's almost the same price. So it's only if you're going to be here for a long time, like 1 year, or if you know, a couple of guys getting together. You see my point. You just got to weigh your situation and kind of like plan. But the good thing is, and here we go here, is that if you do get a long-term rental, you could pop it on Airbnb and get a lot of your money back even when you're gone. So you're saying, I'm only going to be here 6 months. Well, that's cool. Put the rest on Airbnb for the other 6 months and you'll get all your money back. That's how I really started making money in Airbnb. It's fantastic. If in El Poblado, Lorelas, all these other ones, they don't get that much unless it just doesn't. If you do an Airbnb, just stick with El Poblado. You want to try to get a 2-bedroom, but that's a whole nother video. So now we talked about the advantages and disadvantages of having a long-term rental. We talked about the price. It's about $800 to $1,000 per bedroom. That means 2 bedrooms, $1,600 to $2,000. And that's on the bottom end. When I'm talking minimums, the bottom. We'll be talking about another video about safety and what to look for in an apartment. I'll just give you a little tip. Don't get anything off the 2nd, 3rd floor because people climb up there and rob you. Okay, don't do that. You want to try to get on 4th, 5th, and to higher level. Not anywhere where somebody can get up there, okay? Or climb down in case they try to rob you. All right, let's get going. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about entertainment expenses in El Poblado, in Medellin, Colombia, okay? Now, when I'm talking about entertainment, I'm not going to be going into women. Keep that in mind because a lot of people think, oh, women, entertainment. We're going to save that for last, how much that actually costs. Or should I say spouse in case you're gay or something? Hey, whatever floats your boat. Entertainment. Okay, so restaurants, let's say going out to eat 3 times at a moderate place, nothing super fancy. You want to, you and your girl, or you want to head out there to like Provenza or something, sit down, enjoy some live music or some DJ music, grab some food, 1 cocktail, appetizer, nothing fancy, not going all out. You're looking at about $25 per person. Okay, so that includes everything, okay? 1 appetizer, 1 drink, and the main course. That's about right. Yeah, I want to say 60, but 50 just to make it easy on you. So that's per person. So 25. So if you and your girl, $50. Going on a date, $50. That's entertainment. Going to bars and stuff like that. The beers are like super cheap. I will give you a little extra tip though. Make sure that you ask them for the price before you order anything. If you don't see it on the menu, because as a foreigner, they're going to charge you more. For 1 beer, sometimes I heard people get charged $10. It's crazy. There's nothing you can do about it. Or it's not worth your time. Okay? So going to a little bar. So let's say by yourself, $100 a week. With a spouse or a partner, going on a date $200 a week. So right there is $400 or $800 if you have a spouse living in Colombia. That's just strict entertainment. Strict entertainment without any women, anything going on. And that's on the bottom end. Okay? I don't want to, oh, Alan, I'm spending yeah, you can spend $3,000, $5,000 in Colombia. But this is on the, if you want to be on a budget, then probably $100 a week. Well, you ain't going to leave. You ain't going to be super bored and you're not going to be super excited. But, you'll have a good time. And of course, every now and then you can decide to go on an adventure package, maybe go on a couple of, they got these adventure packages, $100. So you can do that once a month or once every 2 weeks. That's another bonus, but let's round that off to $500. Entertainment for one person, moderately speaking. So let's round that off. We got $1,000 for rent. We got $500 in entertainment, excluding spouse women, okay? So we're getting up there now. Now, because if we're breaking this down, $1,500 and I got to get in better shape. Oof. Okay, so going out to eat to little local places is super cheap. Like they have like the deal of the day, $2, $4, which is super good. And it's good too. Now, this is not really, I consider entertainment because it's just really eating in Colombia. It's just like, but this is nothing fancy. This is just like a basic place. You're getting some grub. Because groceries, I guess now that we're on groceries are expensive. So I think I was spending $600, same price as the United States, on groceries, $150 a week. So let's kind of add this together. If you eat out, let's just say $5, 3 times a day, $15 times 10 is 150 times 3, 450. Let's just say $500 on going out to eat. That's about right. You don't cook. $500 on a quick meal of the day. Won't be super healthy. They don't eat a lot of salads down here. Maybe a Hugo or something, one of them juices. That's about right. Let's say $500. So now we have $1,000 for the rent, $500 in entertainment. You can go out and have a little, nice little meal. Remember I told you about that. Now that's per one person. And then another $500 for you to eat, just regular eating. Going to lunch, meal of the day, chicken and beans and rice. So we're at $2,000. Now if that's by yourself, if you have a spouse, that's another $500. So, going out, you could just double that. You could just double that. You're at $3,000. As you get away from El Poblado, things are going to be a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. But a little bit more anxiety. It's not that safe. But if you can just follow the rules, you'll be all right. Let's go. Okay, last but not least, cost of women or spouses for entertainment. You guys know what I mean, okay? Now the cost, keep in mind that's 100% legal in Colombia, okay? So guys, don't judge me, man. Hey, I'm just telling you the real deal, what's happening. Okay, so women, they're gonna range from about 150 mil pesos to like 200 is the average. So that's gonna run you, 4 to 1. So, $40, $35, whatever it is, all the way up to like 50. And that's for like one session. But if you're real cool and you treat them like a person, because they are people, treat them nice and respectful, then they'll stay over and have a good time with you. But you got to be careful. You got to watch my other videos about how to deal with them. Because, they have low ethics and low morals, and they have usually a boyfriend that tells them what to do. Like a pimp. And it's nothing new, man. Pimping, and it's been around all over the world. I got a drone over here, so it's like, it's just nothing new. It's just a lot cheaper and more dangerous in Colombia. So $35, $40 to $50 a session for one session. If you're real cool and you have a sweet talk and you're nice, you could probably keep them over there for the entire night as you develop a relationship. But on the basic end, one session, knock them out, $40 to $50. That'll get you going. So let's say, for instance, you like, a companion let's just say 2 times a week, that's $100. So with $100 times 4 weeks, it's $400. And that means, you're having a pretty good time, not like going crazy. So you got 100 there, you're at about $3,400. If you're by yourself, I guess about right at $3,000 on the low end. I mean, at the minimums, you're gonna have to really stretch it out and watch your money. Now, some more videos about staying safe and dealing with the ladies and other videos. The next thing I want to talk to you about is transportation. And I don't want to put it in there, but I guess I have to. I mean, you know what? Transportation is so cheap. You probably spend $5 a day moving around. It's super cheap as long as you live in Poblado, because everything's super close. You can even walk. The weather's so great. It's fantastic to walk there. You don't have to spend much. The buses, I really wouldn't recommend it because they get super crowded and try to pickpocket you. I got to throw one more in there that's always unexpected. As a foreigner, we have to go to immigration. So on average, $50 a month. I'm not saying they have to go every month, but maybe every 60 days. Give them a little cash. That's just the way it goes in any country. In Asia, I was spending like $100 a month sometimes. Full service, you don't have to go down there. So yeah, $50, another thing. So we talked about groceries, talked about entertainment, talked about eating out. What else is there? We talked about rent. Oh, utilities. So the internet is about $50, same as United States, $50. And it's not super fast, but 100 megabytes. I think I got 150. It's super, I guess you're right, it is fast. In Poblado, because they have the higher fiber optics upgrades over there. What else is there? You have to pay for gas, and you have to pay for that. I think I spent another $100 in Colombia or something a month. Maybe a little bit cheaper because we also have to pay trash and all that stuff. Maybe 75. So $125 a month on if you are paying on long term. It's a good little estimate, All right, so I'm gonna throw you some bonus information. Now I gotta be careful here because YouTube could flag me for some words. Okay, so let's just say you are a sugar daddy, and you want to know how much it costs for a sugar baby. So that's gonna run you about $500 to $1,000 US. And what does that include? Probably 3 nights, 8-hour shift at minimum. They could stay longer. They'll try to stay for the whole 3 days, but that's a whole nother story. So $500 to $1,000 US will get you something that's like on the top shelf. But to find something like that in Colombia, that's a whole nother thing. It takes a little bit of work, finessing. They don't like to just be called out like that. So it's interesting. Let's talk about it a little bit more. You might be wondering, why would you do that? Why would you become a sugar daddy? It's a whole nother video, but since we're here already, thing is, well, it's a bit safer. You have one person to deal with. You have one agreement between you two. You put her on a weekly. Don't ever pay up front. Remember that in the other video. So you may give her, $150 a week or whatever the case is, And then you have that stability because time is money. You going out there hunting, of course, is going to be risky. Number 2, risky on both ends, getting robbed and getting an STD. Well, that's a whole other thing I need to talk to y'all about, going down to downtown, but I don't want to get there yet. That's another video. Subscribe for that one. Members for downtown cost. That's where the nitty gritty happens. You got to subscribe. That's members only type of shit. Anyways, so that's that. About being a sugar daddy, how much that costs. So if you want to eliminate the variety package and also you having to hunt for them on Facebook dating or Tinder or whatever the case may be, Seeking or colombialove.com, then you could just do an arrangement with one person, $500 to $1,000. And I already told you, just to have two times a week, we'll run you about $100. So yeah, it's about the same price with less risk, less headache. Well, that's the theory anyways. All right, how about the cost for the old white dragon and the old green lettuce? So those type of things are 100% legal. Not 100% legal, but nobody cares in Colombia what you do or what you take, you know? So it's very cheap and it's the very, very pure. So, you know, having a little bit of the white dragon may run you about $25. In the United States, you're probably looking at about, you know, $200, you know, $150, because that's where it comes from. That was a big ass spider. And the green lettuce you can get really cheap too. People, they grow it outside on their patios, so you can get you a good supplier. I don't have any connections with that at all, so don't message me. You know, I don't do drugs at all. I like to have my mind nice and sharp, even though I probably need a little bit of that green lettuce because I have high energy, you know? Now, if you do get caught by the popos in Colombia, you're gonna need a little bit of money. And you just want to give them a bribe. You don't want to go down to the police station. Trust me on that. So that's going to cost you a little change. So little bribes here and there for a little BS that you get yourself into. Maybe $50 a month. The Colombian police will shake you down for a little bit of cash. Not a lot, you know, unless you just get caught with some crazy stuff, then you're, you know, $200 or $300. But most of the time they let you go. And that's the problem that we talked about in other videos, right? People rob you. They usually let them go because their bosses that they work for, their organized crime, will pay them off. So just like you're paying off a cop, they can pay off police too. It's crazy. That's just the way it is. I mean, it's not even limited to the Colombia. It's all over the world, really. We just don't know about it. All right, this is another golden tip for you guys. So when you bring a girl, any girl, they're gonna ask you to pay their taxi, and that's fine, but you gotta be careful. Sometimes they live in Bejo, they live in Guarne, other places way out, so it could run you $10, $15, $20 one way. So, you know, $10 to $20, that's like another $30 to $40 sometimes, you know, round trip. So you got to add that into, that's gonna be a trick. So she'll be like, yeah, nobody wants to pay for her to come, so she may charge you 100 mil or, you know, $25, but then you got another 40. So it's the same thing. That's a golden tip. So, and by the way, always pay for with the Uber, you know, when they get here, because don't send money in advance. They'll never, ever show up. See you on the next one. Hey, follow me. Make sure you hit like, subscribe if you like these kind of videos. Totally forgot about that one. How about the cost of living in Colombia? You have to buy, you know, clothes. If you're going to be here for a while, you're going to have to buy clothes. So head on over to Santa Fe Mall. And if you're a guy, go to Stick, S-T-I-C. They don't have it online. I don't think so anyways. They have some nice clothes over there. Maybe $20, $30 a shirt. It's still cheap. You want to stay off the name brand stuff because they have taxes. So yeah, Stick is their own kind of name brand. You know, I might put a link in the description. Nah, I won't. But anyways, yes, buying clothes. And it's probably, you know, you're not going to be buying polos and all that stuff unless you have the money. They do have something called some rabbit or something that's like expensive. Like one t-shirt's like $120 USD. It's crazy. It's in Santa Fe as well, right next to Stick. It's like Bad Bunny or something. Anyways, yeah, buying clothes, you could probably spend another, you know, $200 a month buying some new apparel. And, you know, shoes, you can do a little hack, is going down to downtown, which is dangerous, but in the daytime you'll be all right. Don't take anything. You can get some Nike shoes. They got a lot of fake Nike shoes, pretty good too, quality, for about $30-$40. You know, they're knockoffs, of course. Try them on, make sure they fit. They'll even take returns too. One of my friends was shipping them back to the United States, and he was actually selling them. That's how good the quality was. There's some Air Jordans. So there's some opportunity down here too, and we'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, Buying clothes, spend another 200 bucks a month, new shirts. You got to look good. So, I didn't even think about that. How about keeping up with your beard, your haircut? You stuff that your eyebrows, your teeth, grooming. So let's talk about that a second. Okay, so grooming yourself, and we're gonna start with the haircut. Haircut is about $5 USD. Could go up to 10 depending. The beard's another 5 to 10. So so that could be 10 to 20 bucks. It's still pretty good. In Houston, where they're charging like 50 bucks for haircut and beard. Then you got to do your eyebrows. There's another $5. Dental. So having your teeth clean and all that stuff is super cheap. Veneers, all that stuff is super cheap. But I won't get into the cost of that right now. But let's just say, keeping your teeth nice and clean and white, it's about 50 bucks every 3 months. So another thing to consider when living in Colombia, it's super cheap, especially for grooming. Dental care, veneers are super cheap. A lot of people come from the United States to Colombia to get their veneers in. So it's very interesting. Okay, so another one is motorcycle rental and car rental. We'll start with motorcycle. Since I think you really need one, you can really get one for about 200 bucks, 100 to 200 USD. If you do get a motorcycle, make sure to get one that has a little basket on the end, on the back, so you can put groceries or stuff like that. Make sure to get one over 200 cc. Because they have a lot of mountains here. And you'll understand why when you're here in Colombia, because you'll hear the scooters straining to get up a mountain, Sometimes they're very steep. And if you have somebody on the back, you definitely need that power. Okay, so renting a car, you really don't need to do this. But if you really like traveling, then you're could get one anywhere from 500 to 1,000 USD per month. I got one for 300 in Pereira. So we're talking about Medellin, though. It's a little expensive. Man, that's a whole nother video, though. But I'm just going to tell you a little bit. Take as many pictures, take as many videos inside, outside, because they're going to try to, you damaged this. And maybe you need to pay with your traveling credit card that has insurance as well. Take a look at the fine print, though. All right.